there is a shift already happening in what AI tools can be used from age 13 and above, and those that can't. For example, I know we're not a Microsoft school, but Copilot is rumored to be going below the age of 13. Um, so we do or have asked our parents for consent on, are they happy for AI tools to be enabled on student devices. And we do that from year 9 upwards, and that's the point at which they would start to have some specific AI lessons, as in how to use the AI tools. But for us, it's definitely about AI literacy and the ethics surrounding AI, which can and does begin from early years. Um, I'm so just sort of new into the role, but we've just started having conversations in our prep school about where would it be appropriate to actually introduce the concept of what an AI is, and there's some fantastic books out there now that can do just that. Canva, as I'm sure lots of people are aware, can be used by students under the age of 13. So showing image bias. I've seen this done quite well in a year 5 lesson, where they generate an image of a scientist and then critique the image that it then produces and the bias that it has. And also, as you are very much aware, Daniel, because you are coming as Good Future Foundation to it, we're hosting a STEM primary conference this year, and part of that is going to really have an AI focus to it, because primary level is perhaps the area that needs to really be considered for bringing in this idea of AI ethics and AI literacy.
100% agree with that, Matt. I would emphasize, though, typically our approach to this, as you've suggested here, is conversation around what that looks like and activities around um, thinking through responsible AI use, even from a very, very young age, as long as that content is age appropriate. Young learners don't need access to AI tools in
Mm.
order to start thinking about what responsible use looks like, and that can start from early years, as you've suggested. I'm really interested as well in this parental consent, because you're the first school that I've learned about that has actually rolled this out.
Mhm.
Um, and often we have conversations with schools around, okay, there's parental consent that AI tools might be used, but different AI tools have different policies.
Mhm.
And do parents, or will all parents really understand what they're consenting to
Mhm.
if they sign off on this one?
Mhm.
How have you addressed those different
Yeah.
things with the consent form?
So I think you're absolutely right to be able to produce almost a list of the exact AI tools that their student would be using would be nigh on impossible. But where we're asking for consent is quite specific within our Year 9 digital skills program, where we can actually give some quite specific guidance on what we're doing within that digital skills program. So the the point that we have as a school reflected on from the Good Futures Foundation AI quality mark is exactly that. Engagement with parents is an area that, and I've been discussing this at various other network group meetings, we all need to do a lot more contact with, because some parents I speak to on the phone have quite a terrified response to AI, and therefore they don't want to go near it. Some parents are specialists in the field and might be a specialist within, say, a financial position, which has got quite different uses of AI and ethics surrounding it than we have as a school. So that, to sort of answer your question, I suppose succinctly, is it was a challenge and is a challenge to get parental consent. And ultimately, if a parent does not want their child to use AI tools, we as a school are still, I feel, responsible for discussing that use of AI. So it's more the direct use, direct enabling on their child's device that we're consenting for, not the entire AI conversation.
Great stuff, Matt. Thank you.